Hello, creative souls, and welcome to day 2 of the Creative Soul Art Retreat. I am so excited that you are here. Congratulations again for showing up. I can't believe it. You made it to day 2. This is huge. I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this work. It's incredibly powerful. Like I was mentioning this yesterday, that as we do this healing work for ourselves, it's going to make that ripple effect. We saw it in the artwork. Oh my goodness. Have you all checked out that Facebook group? Ooh, there was like over 800 comments on the post that I put up for you to like put all your artwork. I know it's not everyone put their artwork in that one post, but wow, was that amazing to see everyone's artwork and how powerful it was. So what I thought was really, really beautiful was how you supported each other. Thank you so much for showing up for each other. I can't do this all by myself, right? We're a team here. We're helping each other, we're supporting each other, and this is important, really important work. Okay, so I'm so excited that you are here. All right. So is anyone else, can you all see me and hear me? That's one thing that I want to start off. Can you see me? Stephanie said yes. I'm getting some thumbs up. Yes. Okay. And you can hear me okay? Sometimes Zoom likes to make me a little lower. I'm going to make it a little higher. Okay. Erica says she cannot see me. Oh, you know what? Well, I have a spotlight on myself. If you happen to, yes, you can see me? Okay, good. Just making sure. Okay. If you're on your phone, you might want to swipe, or you can lighten it. Some people are saying you can't see. I'm not quite sure. I have a spotlight on myself. Okay, it might be actually in your view. So maybe someone can help you out with going to your view. That might be helpful. Okay, perfect. Then we'll keep going. Beautiful. All right. So I was just looking into all the artwork. You all were very expressive. There was a lot of freedom, a lot of flow. I'm hoping that you got into that groove of just kind of letting go of that judgment. You know, I asked you that last night. It was like, just kind of let go of that good and bad. And I am going to ask you to let go of judgment tonight. That's one of my rules for tonight. I want you to have fun. I do believe that healing can be fun. So this process tonight, it's just another way to express our feelings, another way to use art for insight. And don't take yourself so seriously, okay? This is, being playful and letting whatever comes out come out. And it might even turn into just a sketch tonight. That's what I'm going to show you my image, because I did it for myself first, and I was like, I feel like I want to do this again. I didn't feel like it really embodied what I wanted to express. So I did it again. And I'm going to show you that process, because as creatives, we want to explore and be curious and try things on. So even if tonight, you're just doing a sketch, or just kind of like synthesizing, or taking in the information, it's okay. And you might be inspired to do it again. So I'll kind of share that process with you. All right. So I always like to start with a card. Are we okay doing a card? Me picking a card? Yes. Okay. I always feel like it's a good grounding tool. Let's see what comes up. All right. I'll shuffle a little bit. Yay. All right. I'm gonna pull. Let's see. Ooh, we have the lotus. Sensuality. Ooh. Says discover your pleasure. It says whether it's through sensuality or daily life experiences, allow yourself to experience life through your senses with sight, smell, sound, touch, and taste. This card is a reminder to bring more joy into your life today. Oh, beautiful. So it's kind of like what I was just talking about. I was like, can we just be a little playful tonight, right? Of just seeing how you can use the art and we can incorporate sight, smell, sound, and touch into our art tonight. Okay. You don't know what the directive is, do you? Does anyone know? Did anyone read the emails? I love that you're here. And if you don't know, because you're just open to experience. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Okay. So, all right. Trish says, I'm here and I'm clueless. Well, I'm so happy that you're here and you're trusting the process. Okay. You're in good hands. I promise you. Okay. Okay, for those of you, I'll just kind of do some of the stuff that they're saying they haven't received any emails. I've been getting some responses about this. Please check your spam folder. From everyone that has written me and says I have not gotten emails, they have gone to the spam folder. I am so not spam. I'm not spam the can, you know. I am we're saying like I'm a lobster roll. Like so I don't know. So those emails we gotta get them straight. So if you can just go into your spam folder and just let it know that it's not spam. All right. So that's what's happened to everyone that has reached out to me. So just giving you a heads up. Okay. But you're here. So that's all that's important. All right. So are we ready to get started? Yeah. You want to get started? I'm ready to get started. Ooh. All right. I'm going to show you. Oh, Heather says she came here tonight setting up ways to involve my senses, including a lavender candle and a soft blanket in my lap. Beautiful. That is so cozy. That's totally my vibe. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Just give me one moment. Oh, Kat just found 10 emails in her spam. Okay. I told you. Tell it it's not true. I'm not spam. Okay. I'm going to, let me open this really quick, put it on the right file. Share. All right. Can you all see my screen? Creative Soul Online Retreat, day 2. Okay. So this is actually the picture that we're going to use tonight. I posted it a little earlier, about an hour ago, showing you that we're going to put all the artwork underneath. I actually have if you have a question, I see Stephanie has her hand raised. If anybody has a question, please put it in the chat just because I have disabled the unmute button. So please put it in the chat. All right. So yeah, sometimes people put it on the feed, but when you put it under the picture, it just makes it really clean. And it's easier for everyone to find your artwork. Okay, and I'll keep track of them. Oh, Stephanie said that was an accident. Okay, no worries. Okay. So some questions to reflect on. You're welcome to put this in the chat. Did you notice any common feelings come up in the drawing? So like as you were looking at the artwork in the chat, did you notice anything? So I'm going to tell you what I noticed and you can put what you noticed too. I noticed someone had actually mentioned this, or like there was a lot of grief that has been coming up for a lot of people. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. That's why I'm going to be inviting an artist that specifically works with grief. And the Creative Soul Society in February, we're going to do a grief group there. Okay, so we can do art specifically for that. Something else that I noticed that there might have been some heavy feelings that people were experiencing, but they did embrace some lighter ones as well. So they were open to say, you know what, I started with this, but I'm opening up to nurturing something new. Okay. So I did notice that. And I thought that was really beautiful because we have to nurture those feelings too. And what's really beautiful is that as humans with duality, like we can embody both. We can embody the light and the dark, right? We can embody those hard feelings and those light ones. So where's the day 2 picture posted? I'm not seeing it. It's going to be in the group. Okay, we haven't made the art yet, so don't worry. You have nothing to put in there just yet. I'll show it to you again. It's going to be in the Facebook group. Sharon says there's beauty in the darkness, no matter where people were experiencing. The art was vibrant, evocative, and so compelling. Yeah, it was. I loved everything, honestly. Usually I go in there and I know I was picking a winner because I wanted to pick a winner for the Soul Bucks. That's our new thing this time around. It's like I'm picking winners for the Soul Bucks. We had a winner last night that won a book. She was super excited. I guess she watched the replay and she let me know that she's like, I won, right? And so tonight, I couldn't decide. So I had someone on my team decide. I'm like, just pick someone random because everything is so good. I want to pick everyone. So I have a winner for tonight, and it's Terry Neal. Congratulations, Terry Neal. And this is what she said about her art. This is her art here in the picture. It says, I was feeling calm, but mostly flat emotionally. I've been feeling burned out with my job. I surrounded myself with colors for gratitude. I have a very good life. Curiosity, hopefulness, and fun. I began to feel uplifted the more I continued. Ah, I love that. I mean, that's amazing. I love everything about it. So art is so powerful, right? It can shift us, it can move the energy. So even though she has a great life and she's so appreciative and in gratitude, she's still honoring, she was having like a tough day, feeling a little burned out too. We all go through that. So congratulations, you are actually going to be winning one of my courses. So it's a few hundred soul bucks. You can either pick from the 21 journal course, the 21-day healing journal course. You could pick the Money Honey course, or you could pick the vision activation course. So whichever course you would like, Terry Neal, I will activate it for you and you can enjoy it. So beautiful. So just to let you know, these soul bucks go up to the thousands. I actually have a thousand soul bucks. So tomorrow I'm going to be letting you know of a new program that I'm launching, and you can win the new program. So super excited. So you're here. Let's do this, right? Let's play fully. And all you have to do is just show up and post your art in the group and comment on 3 members, and we could pick you. So we will see. All right. So we're going to go ahead and keep going. All right. So tonight we're going to be connecting with our animal guides. Okay. So we're going to be choosing 3 different animals that are going to represent us in different ways. And we're going to go through it step by step. Don't worry. And we're going to draw it out, and I'm going to help you step by step as well. Okay. So just trust me here. I'm going to lead you through the process. It's going to be kind of like art education and some art for insight here. So today's objective is to uncover how the traits of different animals reflect your inner strengths and challenges. So it's going to offer you powerful insight into who you are and how you move through the world, right? So we're doing this art for insight. Let's see what our animals tell us about ourselves or how we see ourselves. So some different examples. I just picked a few different animals to give you an example. A lot of times people will pick animals that they love, and that's totally cool. Sometimes people pick animals that relate to their zodiacs, and that works as well. So it's whatever animals resonate with you, but we're going to do it for different purposes, different intentions, okay? And I'm going to tell you about that in just a moment. But for example, I put owl here. So a lot of times when we think owl, the first thing that comes to my mind is that it's wise. It can fly, right? That's a kind of a superpower right there. And it's active at night. An ant. Sometimes when I do this exercise, especially with some students that I work with, they'll pick ant. And these are like the quiet, shy kids that feel very insignificant. I'm like, wow, really? You feel like an ant? I'm like, that ant has a superpower? And they're like, really? They're like, yeah, it can actually hold like 20 times its own weight. It's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing that you feel that way. So it's like sometimes there are certain animals that have different characteristics and strengths that they didn't even know that they're resonating with, right? Or like a wolf. They're pack animals. They pick a mate for life, and they're super resourceful. All right. So we're going to be looking at the different animals that we choose and then finding those strengths and seeing how that relates to our own life. All right. Okay, so here's just an example, but I'm going to show you how to actually create an animal. I know that when I say, oh my gosh, you're going to make me draw an animal, there might be some people here that are like beginner artists. I'm going to show you how simple it is. Okay, we're going to be starting with shapes and putting shapes together. All it is circle, oval, rectangle, triangle, basic shapes, and you can make anything. Like, look at this. Draw a cow, right? And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps, right? If you choose to be a cow. I don't know. There might be some people who choose this. I thought that was a funny one. Or a shark. I get sharks a lot. Again, it's just a few shapes. So again, we're going to be using the internet to help support us in drawing some of these animals that we choose. But let's get started to find out what animals we want to do. Okay, so I want you to know it's going to be pretty simple, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it. So it won't be too hard. Just reading the comments. Love this. This is the way I teach my students to draw animals using geometric and organic shapes. Yeah. I know some people that have just started out, they might be like, this might be intimidating, but when you see how things are broken down, it's really not. Okay, you guys, are you all ready? I didn't even talk to you about materials tonight. If you could have your art journal, that would be great. If you have, I like starting with a pencil. It just helps me loosen up to put down some lines. We're going to start with a pencil because what we're going to do is we're going to be naming 3 animals, and I want you to just kind of like putting down our thoughts. Okay, so we're going to write it down first, and then we're going to put our image together. Does that sound like a plan? Okay, we ready to start? Yes. You guys all look like you're drawing. It's like you're doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, that's all good. We're gonna keep going. So the first one, you ready? This is pick an animal that represents you emotionally. Ooh, so what does that mean? So all animals feel emotions, just like humans. So I put angry lion on here, but lions don't necessarily mean to be angry. A lion could be like regal, like standing in its power, has a different feeling, right? Or a cuddly bear. Like bears aren't always cuddly. They might be cuddly, but they could also be very aggressive. Or a happy dog. So whatever animal that you pick, just put an emotion with it. Okay. And I'll tell you how I did mine after we go through picking our own animals. I'll show you mine and how we set it up. So once you've picked your animal for emotion, I want you to put it in the chat, and I'll be monitoring the chat. Melissa says turtle for emotion. Okay, we're on emotion. Prickly porcupine. Okay, we got a puppy. Is this a cuddly puppy, or is this like a hyper puppy, playful puppy? Okay, so we're on emotion. So everyone just remember, add the emotion word. An emotional support dog. Is that what you mean? Because we're going to do emotional, physical, and mental. Okay, but we're going to do it step by step. So you might need to switch it around if you feel like, because I see that people are flighty, a flighty chickadee, that might be physical. So we're going to start with emotion. What emotion? So remember, we did a whole bunch of different emotions last night. What emotion is sticking out for you from last night? Okay. Jill says monkey expresses happiness and sadness. I'm thinking a moody cat, determined eagle, playful panda. Okay. Curious cat. Okay. Patty says a complex elephant. That works. Okay. So we're going to write that name in our journal. The next one is what animal represents you physically? Okay. So I know that some people I put like sloth, like a tired sloth. Maybe you're moving slow, right? Or maybe you're moving fast. Maybe you feel like you are a panther or cheetah. How are you moving in the world? Maybe that goes with the wolf. Maybe you feel like you like to be in packs, maybe being around a large family, or maybe you're like the lone wolf, right? So go ahead and write that down, whatever that it may be. Okay, so next up, after you wrote that down, is we're gonna represent an animal that represents you mentally. So what does that mean? Well, how do you think? So I was talking about the wise animal, a wise owl, right, before. Silly monkey, maybe you're playful. The curious cat, right? Um, so how do you feel like you think? And we can put insects as well. Insects, I see someone put a dragonfly because you're reinventing yourself. I like that. Kim said cocoon to butterfly, beautiful. Patty says a creative unicorn. I love that. Intelligent crow. Oh, beautiful. A flighty bird. Okay, cool. Monkey mind. Oh my goodness, is Natalie. Okay. And someone said like a scared cat. Yeah, because like we could say cat, but it could come in so many different ways. We could use that for emotional, we could use it for physical, we could represent it for mentally. Could be the curious cat, could be the scared cat, could be um physical, meaning like I was talking about like how you move, like you might be a fast cat, right? So it's however you interpret it is up to you. There's no right or wrong here. We're just picking three animals. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So that's the first step, picking the animals. Next up, we're good to move on, right? I'm going to get to the drawing part. Okay, so what we're going to do is once we have these three animals, we're going to be putting them in an environment. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Don't worry, let me tell you step by step. I'm going to show you how you can Google the animal. So give me a moment, just give me a moment to show you how to do that. Okay, and then you can also look up environments online. And we're going to show how they interact in the environment. Okay, so, and then I'm going to play some music when we get there. So I'm going to stop my share and then I'm going to come back to me so I can show you what I did. So the other day I was like, I want to do a sample, right? To show you like how to do it. So what I did was I wrote down my three animals. We got this step. I wrote down a cozy bunny for emotional because I bought this blanket on my couch that's so cozy and it feels like a bunny and I would feel like a cozy bunny when I'm laying on my couch and I love it. I picked a butterfly for physical because I kind of float around throughout my day and I kind of feel like a butterfly. And for mental, I put a curious cat because I like to be curious about like how things work and why, and so that's how I kind of see myself. But when I kind of did this like sketch, I feel like it's a little rough sketch, but it didn't like I kept looking at it and I was like, this doesn't feel like me. Like I feel like there's an emotional component that's not me, right? So I came back to it today and I was like, what is it missing? So that's what I'm saying. Like you might just do like a small sketch today and you might come back and say, I want to do it differently. So this is what happened today. I came back and I said, I feel like I'm not a cat. I'm more like a lion because I'm born in August and I feel like I needed some space. So this lion took up a lot of space, right? Um, so my curious cat turned into this kind of like a almost like a regal lion. I like that. And then its tail is playing with the butterflies because remember, I want your animals to interact. It's playing with the butterflies, swatting them a little bit. And then I have this little bunny here that I sketched out, and the bunny has a hole that it can go hide. So my emotional bunny can go hide for safety if it wants to. Okay. So this feels better for me. This feels like it's a little bit more, has a little bit more emotion, has more movement. It didn't feel as static as the other one. Okay. So Jill says, I have the same animal for all three. Well, you're just going to have to put three of those animals in an environment and see how they work together. Okay. So how do we do this? Like, how do we create something? So my next step would be like, obviously like coloring this in, but you're like, well, where do I begin? How do I start? So let me just show you. When I looked up the lion, my lion, I'm going to share my screen. I actually just Googled. Let me go back to here, escape, and we'll go draw. Okay, draw a lion. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I see these beautiful images of these lions. So I was able to see the face of what it looks like, right? And then I scroll down and I was like, oh, cool. Here's a little how to draw a lion, which is kind of like a little cartoon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you keep scrolling down, and then there's other ones that show you first step, second step, third step, right? And how to add the easy drawing tips. So you can think about like, how do you want your lion to look? And then I think this is the simplest way. I mean, there's obviously like YouTube videos, but that would take too long because you're here. I don't want to lose you. But you can put draw a, look at the image, and then it's going to show you step by step of how to create the image. Okay, so I just did lion. Here's another one. And there's always going to be like a few different ones to do that you can choose. Okay. But what I want you to be thinking about is you got three animals here. So I want you to keep in mind that you can, I don't know if you have any water animals, you might need to put them in an ocean or whatever. But think about the ground line. So if you want to draw a line first, and then you could sit them on the ground line, and then do your step by step of each animal and thinking about how they're playing together. Okay. Okay, so we have someone that has a dolphin, a dragon, a cat. Okay, Christina said she changed her all to water. Okay, so you can do an underwater scene. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let me share my screen again. A cat, a flamingo, and a butterfly. Okay. um, all right. So do we have the idea of what we're going to be doing? We are going to be drawing now. Yes. Kim's iPad is like, are we supposed to draw now? I could put some music on so that we can listen. But if anybody wants me to show you, maybe I could show you one animal. If not, I could always like color in my drawing. Can I use markers? Yes, you can use whatever materials are in front of you. If you have a pencil, oil crayons, markers, watercolors. Deepa, I will show you, you have to pick three animals. One's going to represent you emotionally, one's going to represent you mentally, one's going to represent you physically. Okay, so that's why everyone's putting these three animals there, and then we're going to put them in an environment. We're going to put them on our journal or our paper and seeing how are they going to work together. So just look on your phone of a picture of a sloth. Go right, type in how to draw a sloth, and then it'll show you. Okay. And Estrella says, well, how do you draw a lion? No, just how you are now. This is art for insight. How do you see your life right now? We're just honoring right now. How do we see ourselves, right? I will show you how to draw a line. So I'm going to go, actually, I was going to say I would show you online. Yeah. So at first I was doing it in my head, but then when I actually looked at the image online, it helped me get all the details. I realized like the eyes of the lion were a little too high and the nose needed to be a little lower. So I was starting to look at the relationships between each other. So for me to do a lion, I'm going to look here. And then I'm going to draw it, and then I'll put some music on for everybody. I'm actually going to start with the face. So the shape of the face, it's almost like a heart face. I did it big. And then you want to put like a little X. Maybe it might help if I do this in marker so you can see it. So I put a little cross in the middle. And I'm going to draw the nose and the mouth. And then I'm going to draw the eyes. They're like half moons. I'm going to draw the ears. I'm going to draw the mane. And I put in the details of the eyes. So I like to draw a pencil first, but I'm using this with marker. And then I can draw the body. So maybe I'll just draw a huge body here. This little feet. And I kind of have so I don't know if that was helpful or not for you, but again, I would definitely say look online. And that's a big old lion. Okay, I'm gonna put some music on and I will be coloring in my image. And remember, you can use the space. Okay, Australia said thank you. You're welcome. Hopefully that was a little helpful for you. Do they have to be in a realistic scene? Because my image in the head is a jellyfish, shows a hot air balloon floating along emotionally with a sloth holding a squirrel. You know what? This is your drawing. Please use your imagination. And Jenny, it's so funny. I feel like you have a sloth as your picture. That is really funny. So yeah, this is your art. There's no rules there. I just said that the only rule here is to have fun. That's right. I said no judgment and have fun. So whatever that applies. Okay. Let me play some music and we'll make some art for like 10 minutes and you can keep creating as we do the shares. And again, if you don't like the music, you're welcome to turn it down. Yes, and expressing your emotions as you are drawing. How are they interacting? How can you put those emotions in? And they get along. yes, please color your image, add paints, color in with markers, make it expressive. So I have some questions in the chat, and I'll just pause this for a moment and answer them. If you're just getting here, I would just recommend just starting from the beginning and watching the replay when we post it. For those of you that have been here and are wondering like how to have your animals interact, what does that mean? Well, if you do this process and maybe your animals don't interact, maybe they're all separated. We haven't gotten to the part where we're kind of observing what we created, but that might represent something too, okay? What if there's aspects of yourself that you are compartmentalizing, that you can't put together your emotional and your physical and your, I was gonna say spiritual, but your mental, right? Maybe they were all separate. That means something too for you. And what does that mean for you? Okay, so I'm just asking you to play, asking you to see what comes up, just to be an observer. If it doesn't, maybe they don't interact. That's okay. Okay, there's no right or wrong here, but I am asking you to put them into an environment, into a space, and see what emotions come up for you and if you can express it within the animals. It's just another way to look at our emotions. It's another way to look at our life. All right. Deepa says, I'm also having space for their inner child or part that is angry as expressed in the picture. LOL. She's very angry as I had an argument and heated fight with someone just before. Yeah, so allow that to come up, right? Allow that to be expressed through the animals, right? Like I said, that bear might be a cuddly bear, but it might be a little bit aggressive too, okay? And like, how is it showing up today? I work with a lot of teenagers. I actually worked with a middle school group today. I was 4 boys. They were all 12 years old. And today I was like, you know what? Let's draw out our animal guides. And they're like, okay. So we did our animals for that, the physical, the emotional, the mental, right? When we got to the emotional one, this is the funniest thing. They all agreed that they were goats. And I'm like, you're all goats? I was like, what is going on here? And they're like, yeah, we're goats. I didn't even get it till like the end of the conversation. But do you guys know what goat means? Okay, I'm clueless too. It means greatest of all time. And then I just started cracking up. I'm like, oh, I see. You're all goats. You're all greatest of all time. Okay, they got me. But it was really cute. They all drew their goats. I had some clay on the table, some plasticine. They started making goats. And it was kind of avoidant though, because they didn't want to deal with the emotional part, right? They were like, I'm not going to let you know how I'm doing emotionally, right? These are middle school 12-year-old boys. We'll talk about emotions. But they wanted to talk about the GOAT. And then they started talking about their LeBron James and all those, I don't know, these people that are GOATs. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Well, guess what? We're going to definitely explore this again with emotions, and we'll talk about strengths, right? What are their strengths? So I'm sharing that story with you because, one, I thought it was funny that it came up today, and I was kind of clueless myself. I was like, what does GOAT? You all goats? But I'm like, goats have strengths. They're very determined, right? They're strong-willed. They can break through doors if they want something, right? So we're going through all the things that goats are, really great at. They eat everything. Yes, they eat anything, right? So yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool, but there was definitely some deeper meaning there as well. All right. So that's what I'm saying. Just be playful. Allow the meaning to come up in this experience, in this process. Uh-oh, you can get your head stuck in the fence and don't get out. Yes, that could be dangerous. All right. Oh, and Stephanie grew up on a goat farm. Oh, wow. I bet that was fun. Okay. I'd say I know I'm not done with mine. I'm still playing along. I got a little bit, I'm using markers tonight. I got my lion documented, and I'm going to draw out a little bit more. And then I'm going to put, you know what I'll do? For those of you who are a little further along, they have horizontal pupils. Wow, I'm learning about goats now. Okay, I'm going to put the reflection questions up. Oh, play music. Okay, I'll put the music up, and then I'll put the reflection questions. We need a few more minutes of music, I agree. Okay, so I'm going to put the reflection questions on the screen for those of you who are ready. Okay. I guess I should turn on the volume there. Okay. Okay. So, for those of you who picked animals, and it's okay if you just did a sketch tonight, that's totally fine. Or maybe you're still picking out the animals, that's still fine. You do you know, there's no rush here. You can work on it tomorrow or the next day. But you pick out your animals and you can look up strengths, right? Like I'm learning all about goats now. I'm not a goat, but you know, there's a lot of goats out there I'm learning. So, and someone just like sent me a text about a goat video. So there's a lot of information about different animals, right? So look up your animals, look up their strengths, find out about them. But like, wow, how does that relate to me, right? It says Google Insights about your animal and see if they relate to you in some way. So take notes, find out, because I want to, like when you post your art, I'm going to definitely want to know, hey, this represents me in some way, and this is something that I learned about myself, right? And I want to know, are your animals getting along? Right? So I know that you had mentioned, you know, do they all go on one page? What does that mean, interacting? Are they interacting? Maybe one's totally separated and isolated, or maybe one takes up more of the page than the others, right? So that's something that next we're going to look at. Do you feel like there's maybe an animal on there that might need some more love and attention? Right? Is it smaller than the rest? Is there one bigger? Is it taking up more space? Maybe we're putting more energy there. And there's nothing wrong. We're just observing. We're not a judgers. We're not being analytical. We're just observing. Seeing like, hey, is there some insights here that we could use? So are the animals representing what where mind, heart, and body is right now? Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. So continuing to look at a relationship and interaction with the animal, I had mentioned, how are they positioned? Like I said, mine was my lion, my mind is taking up a big portion of this page. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that, I'm like, maybe I am really in my head lately, right? And the others are much smaller. Which animal feels more dominant or noticeable? Which one feels more quieter or hidden? Are the animals cooperating? Are they ignoring each other? Are they protecting? Are they competing? Are they playing? Are they observing? And do they communicate to each other? It's a really important one. So how does that relate to your life? Does your heart have that connection with your mind, with your body? Another thing to think about is maybe, did anything surprise you? It might be the animal that you chose, or when you looked up the meaning, maybe that surprised you. What does this image reveal about how you're relating to yourself right now? Remember, there's no judgment, it's just observation. Yes, I will put the questions in the post where we put our art. I will definitely do that. Kim said her turtle is drowning. Okay, so maybe that turtle, I'm not sure if it's emotional, mental, or physical, but it sounds like it needs some love, right? So maybe we get a raft or some floaties. And Miriam says her whale looks pissed off. All right. And if one animal could offer guidance or wisdom to you, what would it say? I like that one. That's my favorite question. I like this. Deepa says, I needed to be compassionate with my anger expression. That part is expression, even if it's fierce or fiery. Yeah, usually anger has a message. Usually it means change, right? There needs to be a change. Oh, Danielle realized that she gasped when she made all her animals gray and she loves bright colors. Yeah, this one might be, let's just, Amy said that she's having an emotional reaction. So if something is coming up, journal about it, right? This is art for insight. So what is coming up and what messages does it have for you? Can we please post today's class? I'm sorry, tonight instead of tomorrow so we can work on tonight. I think you might mean the replay. Yeah, as soon as the replay's up, I put it on my YouTube channel and you can access it. It takes about 20 minutes after class to upload. So just go to my YouTube channel and you can get it. All right. I like that you're posting about the different meanings. Beautiful. Okay. And you don't have to color it in if you don't want to. And again, like I had showed you at the beginning, like I showed you mine and I came back to it the next day and I was like, you know what? This isn't resonating. I feel like the animals need more attention. They need to be interacting in a different way. So I changed my drawing and I'm liking, this feels more like where I'm at. So you might come back and make changes, and that's okay. Let me get you the YouTube link. I have a Creative Soul Ambassador. You can put that in there. Let me see here. Let me stop my share. And I'm going to get that for you in just a minute. Thank you for putting that up there. The YouTube channel is in the chat right now, so you can just grab that. Okay, so we will be sharing our art. One last question. I will put these questions in the main post where I want you to post your art so that you can go back and reflect on it too. And it says, what small action could you take to better support the animal that feels most vulnerable? So for that turtle that is drowning, what could we do to support it, right? Give it some love, give it some attention, nurture it in some way. Okay. So we'll be posting the artwork in Facebook. Okay, beautiful. So before we go into sharing, I'm going to just tell you once again about the VIP days. I hope that's okay. You guys don't mind me talking about it, just because I love it. And I say take advantage of this opportunity if you have the time to come join us on Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow we are going to be doing one of my favorite focus activities. It's going to be related to your life goals. And again, the exercises that we did yesterday and today, everything kind of goes together, right? So for Thursday, we're going to be doing emotional healing. So we're going to be looking at that drawing from day one and saying, wow, what are these patterns? What are these subconscious blocks that are stopping us? So we're going to be moving that energy, right? So emotional healing is really important. And day 5, we're going to do Artist Superpower. So again, it's going to be related to what we're going to be doing tomorrow with the focus wheel and using our art as superpower. I'm going to guide you through a creative visualization. Okay. I only do this during the retreats. I send out my favorite art journal. So I think that's worth it. Just because I have all different sizes. I send you the 5x7. And again, you get the 30-day trial of the Creative Soul Society, which is really awesome. This is where we are meeting this month. Oh, cool. Julie got her journal today. We're meeting this month and we're going to be focusing Like on Monday night, we're going to be doing our word of the year. We're going to be painting it out. We're going to do like kind of like a dance party, welcoming our new members. The following Monday, we have Jennifer Colombo. She's going to be guiding us in making oracle cards, affirmation cards. And again, we can use the words of the year. We can, or maybe your own artwork. So she's going to talk about printing and how to create cards and decks and journals. And then the last one, we're going to do a treasure map. So again, it's focused on what we do tomorrow night with our focus wheel, picking 3 major goals for the year, and then we're going to be treasure mapping them so that we can map out our goals. So it's a safe place. It's awesome. As you can tell, if you've been a part of the Facebook community, we're very supportive. So here is the link if it's something that interests you. We have recordings in there. I've had this membership for 5 years. I can't believe it. It's pretty awesome. We have amazing artists, amazing art therapists that present and share their art and techniques. And they also help us regulate our emotions. So we meet on Monday evenings, every Monday, and then we'll meet like one Saturday a month. Right? So I've organized it in the portal so that you can get access to like trauma healing, regulating your nervous system, building your self-worth. So you can have access to all those replays. Okay, just want to tell you all the love, take advantage of it because it's here now. And I will start the share. Hold on one second. Oh, and Lisa says the book club. Yes, we do book clubs in there too. We're going to be starting our book club. We did the Artist Way last year, which was amazing. We had a lot of fun. It's 12 weeks. So we're doing the sequel. There's actually a sequel. So you don't actually have to do the Artist Way, but there's a next one, which is another 12 weeks. We're going to start in February, and it's new exercises. It's all about your creativity. Just keep nurturing the creativity. So I'm excited about doing a new book, which I don't know what the exercises are. Yes, if you are a Creative Soul Society member, you will have an email that goes out with the VIP, and you also can always go into the member portal. In the calendar section, I have all the Zoom links there. So the VIP are for day 4 and day 5 is already there. You can access it. So the first, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is free. This is my gift to you. I'm honored to show up and share this love with you. So this is free. And then the Thursday, Friday is where you get all those goodies. Okay. All right. So I hope that you're all joining us. I'm going to start sharing. We'll do Jill. Let me add a spotlight. Hi, Jill. Welcome. Just have to unmute. So is the VIP different than the Creative Soul Society? No, it's the same thing. If you're a Creative Soul Society member, you are VIP. You are a very important person. And Carolyn asks, do I have a degree in art therapy? I'm just talking as Jill gets unmuted. But yes, I have I'm a board certified art therapist. I've been practicing for 21 years. Jill, do you want me to come back to you? I can do that. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's me. It's me. I apologize. I'm the problem. I put a button that says that you can't unmute yourself. Oh, you did it. I guess we got unmuted. Okay, good.
Hi.
Awesome.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. Okay, this is kind of bizarre,
Yeah, I love
but
Bizarre.
I did all monkeys.
Ooh, cool.
So
Yeah.
I guess what I'm thinking is, I think I was relating to the fact that monkeys, chimpanzees have emotions like we do, happiness and sad, and yet there's playfulness and there's solitude and silliness and caring for each other. So that's kind of where I'm at in my journey right at the moment.
Aw, that is so sweet. And I love that you picked the same animal for all three. It's like a community. They're all hanging out and looks like they're
Well,
having fun.
this guy's kind of sitting there in solitude, which everybody needs.
Mhm.
This one is there to kind of reach out and make sure that this one's okay. And of course, this one is silly and playful and wants to have fun, which I feel those are the things that I need.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh, good. So we'll get
I've
silly.
been
We'll
I've
do.
been on a yeah, I've been on a journey and it's brought up a lot of anxiety and emotions and it seems like I've lost myself. And when I started drawing these animals, I did feel emotion and I realized I've been missing some of those things. So
Well,
yeah,
good. That was so insightful. Thank you, Jill, for
thank
sharing.
you. You're welcome. I've enjoyed this a lot.
Good. Wonderful. I hope you keep creating with us. We have a lot of fun.
I hope so too. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you for letting me express.
You're welcome. Beautiful. All right, we will keep going. I'm going to just answer some of the questions. Nancy says she's not available on Friday. I'm going to be putting all the replays of the retreat. The first 3 days are going to go on YouTube till Sunday. So after that, I'm taking them off, but I'm putting all 5 days into the member portal of the Creative Soul Society. So as a member, as a VIP, you're going to have access to that. So no big deal if you can't make Friday. Okay. How about Katie? Let me add a spotlight. I know that the mute button's a little tricky, right?
There you go.
Got it. You got it. You got it.
Okay, there I am.
Yes, you're good.
Hi.
Hi.
I I just have to say that I did the retreat last year and was a member for several months. And anyway, I just love you and what you offer, and just thank you so
Aw,
much for doing
thank you.
this.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I had so much fun with this one, so I wanted to share. I uh, I immediately started drawing the turtle, but when I realized that really I related to being like a lone wolf, independent, but fiercely loyal, and I care deeply for my pack.
Mm.
And so then I'm like, what am I going to do? How do I interact this turtle with and then he's in his mind, his emotions. So I am feeling very steady and grounded, and for my emotions, and resilient. I am resilient. And then for my mental state, I felt like a dragonfly was a good representation. And then when I was reading about it, the dragonfly it hides in the water until it's ready to fly, and then it reveals itself. And like kind of that transformation without so much of a change, but a reveal, which I think is just beautiful. And then 360-degree awareness. And my word for the year is like being aware.
Mhm.
So I was like, that's beautiful. So that was me. Anyway, and just being able to hold like multiple perspectives at one time is also the dragonfly. So I just really loved it, and put the mountains in the background. And
I love it too. You're getting tons of hearts, so I think everyone loves it too. It's so expressive, and I love how you put it all together. And there was someone else that picked the exact same animals as you. So
oh
very,
wow,
very cool. There's a match.
very
Oh.
cool. And I have to say, I asked ChatGPT what animals represent me, because I kind of ask questions occasionally.
No way.
It gave a ton of list of animals, and these were some of them. But yeah, that was
It
trick.
helped. That's hilarious. I love it. It knows you, right?
Yeah, it's kind of scary, but
Very fun. Thank
anyway,
you.
thank you so much.
Wonderful. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll have Sheena. I think I might be saying your name. Did I say your name right? Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. This is my first time with you here. I did join yesterday as well and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm
Welcome.
super grateful for this.
Cool.
I love to draw and paint myself. I do a lot of art journaling, but this is an amazing experience. I still have to figure out what I've made, what it means to me,
Okay.
emotionally, physically, mentally. I'm the. Can you see it, or is it blurred? Okay,
So we got is it
so that's the
dragonfly and
owl,
owl?
the
Okay.
owl, and the dragonfly, and the squirrel.
The squirrel. Wow.
Yeah, so they don't seem to be interacting much, but the squirrel is inquisitive
Mhm.
and it's kind of looking at the dragonfly, and the owl is just sitting there and wondering what's going on. So mentally, I guess I am the owl, physically the squirrel, and emotionally the dragonfly. I still need to figure out the decipher the meaning behind all that, but I think I'm getting a sense of it because definitely a dragonfly, because I think I really believe in self-realization. It's coming to me in bits and pieces, and I am very intuitive. So the owl speaks to me. And the squirrel, I love the squirrels, but I just don't like the way they eat my pansies.
Oh.
So
But they love
yes,
them.
but
So
yes, I find them very fascinating. I think I am quite spontaneous like that and multi-passionate, love to collect things and
Mhm.
just, I guess that perhaps maybe you can throw more light on the connection.
I would say chat GPT it or Google it and find out for yourself and see what resonates with you. I think you're getting some
Okay.
insight, and I'll put those questions under the picture that I'm going to put to post your art, and do some more self-reflection too. I think it's great.
Yes, it was an amazing exercise. I loved it. Thank
Oh,
you so
good.
much
I'm so
once
happy
again.
you had fun
Yeah,
with it.
thank
Thank
you.
you, Gina.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And we got Melissa. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while at Spotlight. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Ooh, sorry, I'm a hot mess tonight.
that's
But
okay.
this one it's been very insightful lately, which I really needed to use that word of the year, focus, because I need to refocus my time on myself, refocus my time on family and all that stuff. So this is really kind of recentering where I need to be, get me back in the on course. Um, but for whatever reason, I've never seen these animals in my life before. But so I've got a tortoise because they are bigger than the turtles, for emotion, because I am very hard on the outside for emotion wise, but very soft on the inside. But I am very slow at letting you in on the inside. So
Mm,
that's why I chose the tortoise, and he's large. So, emotions are huge. It just, how do we use them?
yeah.
The fox, because for physical, because even though, good days, bad days, he's very spontaneous. He darts everywhere. He's on high guard all the time, curious. So yeah, I love to have fun and explore new things. And so he just kind of hit the mark on that one.
Mhm.
Um, and then a cicada for mental, because the cicadas are they're very loud, they're vibrating, very chaotic, and for a little bit now, it seems like my mind is just full of chaos all the time, trying to keep up with everything, and but it doesn't deter the path, and emotions support our physical and it supports our mental, so they're all kind of engaging together.
And I love the
So
cicada. I find them soothing. Like it helps me go to sleep at night. I mean, I don't have them here in
Sometimes.
Miami, but where I grew up, I had them, and I think of like it's comforting. So that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's a loud, chaotic noise, but at the same time, like you said, it is comforting and soothing with that vibration.
Yeah.
But then if your head is not in the right space, they are as annoying as can be.
I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Yes.
Wonderful. We'll keep going. How about Glenn? I just keep picking whoever's in the same spot. I just keep ahead. Hi, Glenn. We
Can you
got
hear me?
yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm not done yet, but this is
Okay.
what I have.
Ooh. Go ahead, tell us about it.
It's kind of like a combo.
Mhm,
What was it like? Hold on, let me see. The mental.
mhm.
So I had for like emotional, it was like a piece. Like so, I have the dove here,
Okay. Peaceful Dove.
and then yeah, and then for the physical, like the sloth, because I'm kind of feeling like slower
Mhm.
nowadays. And then for the mental, I have like elephant.
Beautiful. Are they gonna, what kind of colors are you gonna use? Like I'm seeing it in bright, but I'm like curious. What's your color combo?
My plan is to kind of do like Zentangle on kind of all of it, but
Oh,
then color along like bright colors like inside it.
oh, cool. So it's gonna have like a pattern.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
All right, we'll just keep going. Just keep going. If you're in this spot, I add a spotlight. Amy's in the spot. Hi, Amy. Yes, Sue, I said all the participants are female. Yeah, it's pretty much a female vibe here. Some people have brought their spouses. There's nothing wrong with that. You're welcome to bring your spouse. And some people have brought kids before. So whether you're male, female, like boy, girl, it's totally everyone is welcome. Just let you know. But it's a lot of girls that show up. Just responding to Sue. Welcome, Amy. I'm happy you were here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You have to unmute me.
No, I hear you.
You hear me, right? Oh, so
Yeah,
no muting or unmuting. We're all set.
yeah. Do you want to share your artwork?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
That is the butterfly. Okay. Let's see how I can show you this.
Can you just oh,
Can I hold it up? Let's see.
I think that might be too complicated. Let's see. Oh, you got it. You got it. I see a graph.
I kind of got it. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Can't see it so well, I guess.
Yeah, we can see
But
it.
and I did an awful job. But what's not awful is that I didn't care exactly if it was exact. And it's a messy, colorful, like childlike drawing of a giraffe and a sloth and a butterfly, and they are very symbiotic. Like they don't have to say anything to each other. Each one has a job. The sloth is resting, the giraffe is watching over the sloth, and the butterfly is kind of hanging out with them and bringing color to the situation. And that just feels really nice that I I don't feel anything negative going on and that the colors are bright. And I played like a child with my drawing.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
that was very fun. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love it.
It's fine, but thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Amy. All right, I'm gonna just keep going. Natalie is in that spot. Add spotlight. There's no pressure. Yeah, hi, I hear you, Natalie. Yeah. Oh, you just unmuted and then you muted. Okay, now you're good.
Okay.
Good.
Hello, thank you. So, an artist, I am not. So, it looks like a 5-year-old did it.
Okay, we're not judging.
But
We're just creative, and I love it. It's so cute. Tell us about this.
so the puppy was for emotional. It was supposed to be playful, but it looks frightened, which is interesting to me.
Okay.
Um, it's a it's a tortoise, not a turtle,
Okay.
because right now I'm having some health issues, so I put like slow and steady,
Uh-huh.
the tortoise, and then it's a monkey, the monkey mind. Um, but it's interesting to me that my emotions look scared of my mind. The puppy looks scared
The monkey mind.
of the
Yeah. Wow.
monkey.
That's really insightful there. And the monkey mind's looks like it's having fun. It's
It
like,
does, but it's considerably larger, which is interesting. Like,
yes,
I'm just analyzing it,
it is.
So that's yeah,
All right.
that's
So we know that we're gonna give our puppy some love. Maybe he needs to
yeah,
like come out and play some more.
yeah, he does.
Give them some treats. They like treats.
They do, they do. But I love art therapy. I had art therapy many years ago, and it was just like I had about 30 years ago, and it was amazing to me. And I had talked to my husband about it all the time, and it just resonates. And I'm just going through some health issues, so home just looking for, you know, I like to write, and then I like to learn drawing and painting, but also to get in touch with my emotions. So I'm very grateful and thankful that I'm here. I appreciate it.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy that you're here too, sharing the love with us. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
Okay. We're gonna pick one more person, just so I know we have a ton of hands raised. I love that you all want to share. We're just gonna do one more and then we're gonna wrap it up just because it's getting late. But we also have tomorrow to play together. I'm gonna pick Theta. Let me add a spotlight.
So I was very excited to attend tonight because last night I missed the first day of the art retreat because I had a very busy day.
Okay.
And so I definitely wanted to share tonight as part of like not knowing whether I'll be able to attend tomorrow or not.
Okay. You wanna share your art?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my art. So it's a sketch and it's like a so I'm gonna unblur because it looks like it interferes with the ability
Yeah,
ability to
if you put it
visualize the
right here,
drawing,
we can
but
see it. That's perfect. I see a bird, a cat.
so I have as far as emotion, I have the pensive cat because very often in my emotions I'm like lethargic like a cat and there is usually like thought going on upstairs. And then as far as physicality, I drew a fox. So these are like animation, like with almost like human expressions, but um, I drew like stealthy like a fox as far as physicality because like I from my time in living in big cities, I knew how to get through a crowd or go into a grocery store. I can walk a lane even if it's busy, like get through the nooks and crannies and free spaces. And as far as the thoughts or cognitive, I put intelligent like a crow. Crows are known to have like good vision. And it's ironic that I wear glasses, but it's more like third eye vision for me. And so I put intelligent like a crow. So those are my three animals. And the crow is supported by a branch and actually carries a leaf in its beak.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Beautiful.
that's my
Thank you,
drawing.
Theta. I appreciate you showing up.
I'm out of my regular art supplies, so I wasn't able to like the artistic quality was not the best, but
It's
I just
okay. You
focused
use
on
what you
like
got.
rendering the emotion.
We had someone using highlighters yesterday and it came out just great. All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I am so proud of all of you for showing up and for those of you who stayed to the end to see everyone's work. I'm going to show you again I'm going to answer some questions. There are some questions here that people are asking about that I'm going to answer. I'm going to show you the picture one more time so that you could see day 2. Oops. Let me, oops. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so be sure to take a picture of your artwork and post it in the group. This is going to be day 3. We're going to be using our art to focus our goal, but that is not the picture for tonight. This is the picture for tonight where you're going to post your artwork, and I will go in there and put the questions so that you can get more insight for your artwork. And someone had just wrote, and I thought that was just really, really hilarious. Someone just wrote that they asked ChatGPT what they thought their 3 animals that represented them. And they said that the 2 of the animals was what they picked. How funny is that? Isn't that neat? Like ChatGPT is just like, it knows you so well, right? So, okay, let me just answer some of these questions for those of you who are here. So where do we go for the replays? Replays are on my YouTube channel. It's Art Therapy Online. I'll get you the link. One moment. And let me see. Are we going to do a book study soon? Yes. In February, in the Creative Soul Society, we will be doing Walking into the World by Julia Cameron. So it's 12 weeks, and it has, we do art in Creative Soul Society, so it's kind of like an art response to whatever she's talking about. And there, so like one week is about boundaries, another week is about fear, another week is about, it has different, I don't have all the lessons in my head, but they have different themes, and then we do an art response to what we read. Yeah, everyone's work did look great. Someone just wrote, I think everyone had a lot of fun. You guys all followed the rules by having fun. Very proud of you. Beautiful. Deepa said she had a rose quartz in her pocket. It's awesome. Thank you, Creative Soul Ambassador, for putting the Facebook group and the replays. I appreciate you for doing that. All right, you can always watch replay if you can't be here. And then how often does the VIP group meet? Okay, we meet on Monday evenings, every Monday. You don't have to come to every Monday group. It's just a time to carve out time for create. So even if you came a couple times a month, it's still worth it. And then we do have once a month, we'll meet on a Saturday. I think Saturdays are harder for people. Seems like more people show up on Monday evening at 8 p.m. But I do some groups on like a Saturday once a month. Oh, someone said they found the book club book for $14.50. I don't know how I got it, but I got it for like $2 for the Kindle version. I don't know how I did that, but I only paid $2 for Walking into the World. What time on Mondays? We meet at 8 p.m. Eastern. So same time as that we started here. And is there a deadline for this price? No, our membership is $37. It's just that for the VIP experience, I send you an art journal, you get the 2 extra days, and then you get the trial for 30 days. So it's a part of it. And then it's a reoccurring subscription. I mean, you can cancel it anytime, but it's just that you're getting all these little bonuses for the VIP. And how do we get the list of previous books? Well, if you're a member, you can go into the portal, and I have the book clubs in the calendar section of all the other books that we've done. We've done like self-help. We've done, I can't remember all the books that we've done. There's been a lot. We did The Artist's Way. We just did Your Brain. What is it? Your Brain is Always Thinking or something like that. I can't remember. No, we're not doing The Artist's Way. We're doing Walking into the World. That's what we're doing. We already did The Artist's Way last time. I'm going to write it in the chat. Walking into the World. It's a different book by Julia Cameron. The same author, but a different book. Walking into the World by Julia Cameron. Okay, that's the book. And the Book is a Club is going to start in February. And my books are on my website. You can go to leahguzmanstudio.com or you can go to Amazon. The name of the book is not The Artist's Way. It's called Walking into the World. Walking into the World. It's the sequel. So it's the next book of The Artist's Way. And the membership is $37 a month. All right. Okay, well, good night, everyone. I hope you are all well. Trish, just to let you know, to get emails for the art retreat, you have to actually register for it the first 3 days to get those emails. So, but you have access as a member to, for in the calendar section. I put the VIP links and the art retreat links there, so you can grab them. All right. Hope everyone has a beautiful night. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Take care. Send you all lots of love. See you later. Bye.